I'm Jason Marsh, and we are looking at Flow Immersive. This is using the WebXR browser in an Oculus Quest with pass-through. And we are looking at climate change. So this is a series of content I've developed over the last year, which has to do with the relationship of sea surface temperatures, the El Nino cycle, and global temperatures. So this first view, what we're looking at here is each dot is a day of the global sea surface temperature, and we're looking at 40 years going back in time. And now you can see that in 2023, I've highlighted it in yellow. You can also see that 2024, we're getting the start of a very warm year. And I'm recording this the first week of January 2024. This yellow is really kind of off the charts. Let's get some AI to help us think about this. Filter to show me 2026. No, let's make it 2016 to 2024. So I misspoke and just changed my query in real time there. And now you can actually see we filtered out the other data. We can see 2016 was the warmest year to date until 2023. Very nicely dramatic there. Let's switch to look at global land temperature anomalies. So starting in September, we saw this huge jump. One of the scariest numbers in the climate community of the past year is to see how much warmer September was than any other year going back to 1850. We can see that that trend has continued even December of 2023. So a consistent huge jump. Let's go ahead and get AI to help us with this and spin this around. Put this on a 3D radar chart. So again, it recognizes my voice, and then it does a quick little bit of processing, and bam, we now are looking back in time. Around the equator is each of the months. And you can see that, these starting in August, September, all the way through to December, you can see this big jump, big change from any prior year. The farther the line is from the center line, the warmer it is from the norm. So really dramatic way, and it's kind of nice to have AI be able to build that for us on the fly. This is part of an interesting idea I've been developing, which is that AI is really a magical addition to augmented reality because it gives you master and control over your environment without having a complex interface. Let's proceed and just talk a little bit more now about the El Nino-La Nina cycle. We're just going back to 1950 here. These are the land temperature anomalies. You can see how much warmer things have been on the land. And if we go back in time, we can see that 2016 was the last strong El Nino. We have actually had a long period of moderate La Ninas here, and that moderate, cooler temperatures have moderated the global temperature. But these last months, we have been in a new pattern, and we're going to find out more about that. First of all, let's see what happened in 2016. Tell me how this affected Mongolia. So it's going to recognize my voice and go ahead and pop up information about Mongolia, specifically that it caused a severe drought. It's actually called a dzud, and it disrupted crop growth and increased wildfire conditions, etc. Really exciting to be able to select any data point and use that as context to ask ChatGPT all kinds of information. Another thing I could do is ask it, information from pre-uploaded PDF documents, such as this one. Tell me what we can expect this year from 2024 El Nino. It's going to recognize my voice and use the document to tell me that the El Nino conditions are expected to continue through the winter, and there's a 60% chance that it will moderate by April, June, which would be good for the global temperatures. I'll just say that the PDF is a really interesting enterprise use case because you have your own data that you've already had experts write documentation on, and you can use that as a way to turn that into your own AI assistant. So here we can see that this, the cycle that we're in right now, this moderate La Nina, we've gone into 3 dimensions with the Oceanic Nino Index, so we can see that it's warmer. and see this comparison between 2023 and 2016, right? Which is the last time we had these very warm temperatures. Turns out that we've had this long period of moderating effect from the moderate La Nina, and as those temperatures warmed up, we saw those record temperatures all over the planet. In some ways, probably the global temperatures were rising steadily, just that this long period of cool sea surface temperatures moderated and hid the signal of how warm it was getting. And I'm just going to finish the presentation, go back to where we started, where we can see that we're continuing to have these extremely warm average temperatures each month. It looks like that's heading into January as well, really significantly above the norm for the January period so far. So thanks for taking a look at this. The product is Flow Immersive. I'm Jason Marsh, and I have been really enjoying seeing the future through data to predict what was going to happen this last summer. Predicted success, correctly, unfortunately, that we had a very warm summer, and now be able to see how this may affect our future moving forward.